This video will show you how to fully use the new click-to-call feature in Salesforce, which will appear as an 8x8 sidebar in Salesforce, similar to the desktop 8x8 Virtual Office desktop application that you may already use. Please refer to the description of the video to see what's being covered in this recording and the time it appears in the video for easy searching. No installation is required to get this tool up and running. Once you've been enabled by the system administrator, the Virtual Office sidebar will appear, and you can log in using your normal Virtual Office credentials, which, if you're not exactly sure which those ones are, it may not be your network password, but instead the password that you used to originally log into your computer. And if you want, you can click Remember Me as well. So once you first log in, you're going to get these initial settings that'll come up just the first time you ever log in. So the first thing we're going to do is actually unclick Corporate Directory, and then we're also going to click Leads, and then just click Save. If you already use the 8x8 Virtual Office softphone desktop app, making calls through the embedded Virtual Office will continue to go through the desktop application. If you're not logged into the desktop application, which looks like this, then the calls will go through your hard phone. Either option is fine, but for the purpose of this video, I will be using the soft phone. So as a quick overview of the interface, we have the dial pad, which on this screen you'll see ready and not ready. If you choose not ready when you're receiving an inbound call, this application will not ring. Your regular phones still ring, but this won't. I would just recommend leaving it on ready. You also have past phone calls. If you click here, you can search contacts, not Salesforce leads, but instead only contacts. And then the settings, which we looked at earlier. And here you could specify a screen pop-up, which when you're making a call, a new window or a new tab will be opened based on the lead or contact that you choose. So obviously this tool is used for making phone calls from in Salesforce, which can be done in multiple ways. The first way is to just dial a phone number. If you know who you're calling, just type those numbers in. You can also use your keypad on your computer if you want. And when you click call, the first thing that's going to happen is that you're going to get an inbound call, and you can see here my Virtual Office is ringing. So I'm going to click accept. If I was on a hard phone, I would pick up the phone, and then it says ringing. The number that you're calling will start to ring. And then once that person picks up the phone, it'll say connected. Another way to make a phone call is just to search for a person. So I think I want to call this person today. Gonna go over to their record page, find their phone number, and you can see next to every phone number in Salesforce is this little icon which says click to dial. So all you got to do is click it, and we're going to go through the same process. And here now you can see that when you make these phone calls, it's going to pull up contacts and leads that match some of the numbers that are part of the phone call you are making. So the best thing would be to select, and now during your phone call, you're able to make comments during the phone call. To end the phone call, of course, push the red button. You're going to get a call log, and this is just the same thing as logging an activity post phone call. So this will allow you to immediately log the call directly from the app. So subject, call connected, lead, that's correct. And here you also have the ability to add a follow-up task. If I click this, follow up on static, not started, and that'll create a follow-up task. Success. I'm going to refresh this page. The activities should show up as logged. Open activities, follow up on static, and activity history, call connected. You'll see here that on the call connected activity that I just logged, it says type email. This is one glitch we're currently trying to fix, but the way to edit that easily and quickly is if you go right back into your edit calls, you can see your most recent phone calls, and then if you click this icon right here, you can edit the task that got logged. So I'm going to change this from email to call connected because I would like to track the correct information, which is important. Then you can also edit anything in here. Also like to show you that in the comments section, you can see details on the call. So duration, the number, and also the comments that you were taking during the phone call, which you're also able to edit right after you end the phone call. It's important that you do go back and change that email to call connected for the purpose of accurate record keeping. Moving forward, we're going to try and make that easier to do in the app. Another cool way that you might want to use this calling app is from a lead list view. So if you just go to your regular lead list view and have the phone number as one of the columns in the view, you're able to easily go through every one of your leads that you own and run down the list as you please. So that's a useful little tip right there. In terms of transferring phone calls, you'll see that when you do make this call, you have a bunch of these buttons which are kind of grayed out. So the way to transfer a phone call would be the way you would normally do it, whether it's through the soft phone or through your hard phone. You can also see that you have the ability to hold the call from the app, and although you can push this button to start recording, it's unsupported. You also have the ability to click this button and open up the lead record page. Another good resource is if you click these little three dots, you can click help, and that'll give you more details on all of the capabilities of this tool. If you have any questions, this might be the place where you search for them. That pretty much covers everything you need to know about the virtual office sidebar that you now have in Salesforce. If it's starting to annoy you, you can click this button and it'll go away momentarily until you decide to open it back up again. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to your favorite Salesforce administrators, or like I mentioned, visit this help page. If you're having any problems, feel free to send a ticket to salesforce-support@veracode.com. This tool is meant to help you be more productive, easily make calls, log calls, increase efficiency within Salesforce. So if you're finding that it's being problematic or you're not understanding something about the app or you're hitting an error, please reach out. This is meant to help you be more productive and better at your job. Thanks for watching. Hope this was helpful.